Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, your Herd 37. So I've gotten over to KSGH at Springfield Beckley Municipal in Springfield. And let's see, we are going to KAXV Armstrong. I have no idea what that other one is. Wapakoneta. Wapakoneta? Yes, I guess that's gotta be it. Over in Ohio. Taking tools there, 361, or no, not tools, that was the last one. We're taking 361 pounds of frozen shrimp and prawns, as it says. Let's go over here and take a look at this real quick. It's only 44 miles. There is a tower here at Springfield, so we'll have them tell us what runway to use to take off. And over here at Springfield, technically we should land on this little grass strip, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and land on runway 26. It's got a little localizer here. Right. Land on the concrete when possible. It's a heading of 262 degrees. Oops. And the localizer frequency is 109.15. Let's go over here and take a little look at this. Alright, so the runway is 5,263 feet long, and the touchdown point is 910 feet. Airport elevation 913. FS commander at 909, so that's probably a little bit closer to what it will be an FSX, just over 900 feet. Okay, we can come in here 3,000 feet at Shoes, and then down to 2,600 at Aveza, and then you can see that's what 1.5 nautical miles to the runway. All right, I think it was a glide slope. I thought I saw 3 degrees. I'm trying to look. Alright, anyhow, let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up. I'm going to take a look at that in 1 second before I actually start it up. Alright, we'll go ahead and fly now. I've already got it loaded up. Got all of our frozen prawns. Let's see. 10 gallons of fuel, 60 pounds. 10 gallons of fuel. So we've got range for 96. We don't need anything close to that. Switch this over to VFR. And we're going, I'll put this set to 5,500 feet. Change this time here to about 12:09 p.m. All right. And with that, I guess we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. All right, everybody, here we are at the plane. Springfield Beckley Municipal. All right, let's jump in here. It did come started up, so there won't be any priming it. So let's go down here. Throttle, open up 1/4 inch. Alright, make sure there's an idle cutoff. Prop area is clear. Master switch, we'll go ahead and turn that on. Flashing beacon can come on as well. Alright, give her just a little bit of fuel here. Let's see if we'll start up. A little more throttle there helps. Alright, now we'll pull this back out. 250. Now I've got to cut it right here for 1 second. Be right back. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Well, I was just thinking, put on the headphones. Alright, just a little more throttle now. Alright. So, let me look here. Flashing beacons on. We've already got her started up. Alright, oil pressure. Go ahead and check that. It is in the green, as is the temperature. Navigation lights, we can go ahead and go turn those on. We'll check out the electrical system. Master switch comes off. Landing and taxi lights come on. Reduce that to idle. Turn this on. There she's having a problem. We should get the voltage. We actually didn't get that on though. That's kind of odd. You are supposed to get that. So I think that's actually the first time we've never actually got it on. You see the ammeter's right there at even. That's kind of odd. Alright, taxi and lane lights go off. That's odd because we've never had that happen. It actually didn't screw anything up. That's extremely odd. Alright. Well, I don't know what to do about that. That's weird. Alright. Tune over to ground. Request our clearance. Oh, we can't do that because we have to turn on the avionics. Ha! Then after we turn the communications on, we can holler at them. There you go. What's our IFR clearance now? Switch this over to GPS.
Hotel, IFR to Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor, ready to copy. Cessna November 7274 Hotel, cleared to Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor, airport is filed.
I'm going to move this up to 5500.
5500, departure frequency is 118.85.
Let me resize this. Turn this off. There we go. Now we can acknowledge that.
Cessna November 7274 Hotel, cleared to Kilo
Resize
Alpha
this.
X-ray Victor, airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain.
Seems kind of dark outside almost.
Departure on
Seems like it should be a little lighter out, but it isn't.
Walk 1347. Cessna
Turn that
74
off.
Hotel. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi.
Alright. Request our taxi. Find out what runway we're going to take off on.
74 Hotel with Papa. Ready to taxi IFR. Cessna November 7274 Hotel.
Runway
Taxi
6.
to and hold short of runway 6. Using
Alright, that's
taxiway
where we
Foxtrot
came
Alpha.
in at. Hopefully you guys
Contact
can see
tower
that. I think I did a
120.7
replay of the landing, if I can remember it. It was actually a pretty good landing, especially compared to how I've been doing it.
Foxtrot Alpha. Cessna
Let's
74
check that
Hotel.
out. Alright, cancel our IFR now before I forget. So we'll turn on the taxi light and the pitot heat.
Cessna 74 Hotel. IFR flight plan is canceled. Taxi to runway and request
Look at that.
VFR departure from tower.
Alright. Taxi light is on, I believe. So forget about that. Alright, whether or not I did it. Turn around here. The runway isn't too far away from here. Just going off to our left. Power down a little bit. We'll get going way too fast here in a second. In fact, is that our runway? Let me... kind of thinking that's our runway straight in front of us. That is at 6 and 24. We've got plenty of room to take off right there, so we'll just take off from right here. I moved that throttle all the way down. Turn off the progressive taxi, and we'll hit up the tower as we come over here. No reason to go, you know, any further down. Might as well just take off right here. Plenty of room, plenty of runway. It's a pretty good sized runway. Actually, it has ILS if you come in on 24, but I came in on 6. It's a nice little landing. If I can remember to put the replay on there. Alright. And I don't even remember what direction we're going. I think it's to the north. Yeah, it's got to be north. If I remember correctly, northwest. Let's check this out. Put the park brake on. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it's northwest. Yeah, I'm going to say to the north.
Springfield
Ask for
Tower,
permission to the
Cessna,
north.
November 7274
Remove
Hotel
that.
at runway 6, ready for takeoff. North departure. Cessna November 7274 Hotel,
By the way,
clear
we
for
can
takeoff.
switch out to
Runway
VFR.
6, north departure approved.
Well, so now just yet acknowledge that we have clearance. Alright, we need to do our run up here. Flight controls, back on it. I always forget that. Everything is good. Down here. Rudder pedals good. Flight instruments are heading and everything is set. Let's check our fuel quantity. We should have about 12 gallons, or is it 10? I think it was actually 10. So 5 and 5. That is good. This goes to full rich. Fuel selector valves in both. Alright, so now we can remove this. Throttle goes up to 1800 RPM. Right about there. Check the magnetos. Left, that was good. And right, good. Alright, the vacuum gauge is in the green. Ammeter looks good. So we're good to go. Bring this down to 1,000. Got a couple things to do. Come on. Alright, so we'll turn on our strobe lights and our landing lights as well. We are in GPS, as you can see up there. Elevator trim, we are set for takeoff. Let's go ahead and set the flaps. Let me just check down here, make sure nobody's coming. We're good there. Our transponder coming on. Alright, let's get on that runway and take off. Where was it? Brooksville? Brookville? Oh, there's like a farm right off the right off the airport. Like this was rural Ohio. It would be kind of like that. Get back a little to the right, girl. Alright. Bring her up. Climb too much just yet. I'll go ahead and retract the flaps. The nose down too much. I'm trying to trim it out a little bit as well. Past 70 knots. Still trimming that thing. Let's see, it's a little bit better. A little bit better. We're pretty light too. We don't have a ton of fuel, and we have what, 360 pounds cargo, which I did set with the passenger weight, obviously. So we'll come out here to the left. A little too much there. She's wanting to go left on her own as well. Straighten her out here. Let's take a look at this. 44 miles right now. We're looking about a half an hour. Not too bad. Nose really wants to keep climbing. We'll turn our heading over here. So we'll just go straight ahead. Heading, armor for the altitude. Get our vertical speed. So I started this in there. I gotta take my hands off to do all this crap. Easier if you were in the actual plane. Alright, let's take a look outside. Springfield, huh? Springfield, Ohio. There are a pretty good amount of airports, I gotta say, in this little area. I don't know exactly how big this area is, but there. I was looking on the GPS when I was coming in. We did go by a lot of little airports. Not just little airports, but bigger airports like that.
Cessna,
I'm not sure exactly what area we're in.
Airspace, frequency change approved.
Alright, close that down. Bring our GPS back up. Going up on 3,000 feet. We've got 41 miles to go. KAXV. I guess this is a pretty decent sized airport as well. Switch this over to nav here in a second. We can go ahead and start leaning out the mixture. Alright, I'll go ahead and switch it over to nav. Just didn't want her flying. She's going to fly a little bit to the left and come back to the right. Put this at 80. Alright, well, there's not too much to see now, although I do like that. Kind of like that little area over there to the right. It does look like a pretty good sized area, I gotta say. I don't think I've ever heard of Springfield, Ohio. But I do think that's, I wanted to say we made a pit stop here a few episodes back, maybe more than a few episodes back, where I had a really long flight and couldn't load enough fuel in there. We made a pit stop. I'm thinking that's it, Springfield, Ohio. Could be wrong, but I was thinking that was it. I'll have to check. Alright, well, coming up on 4,000 feet. I'll go ahead and speed her up, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, gonna slow it down here. 21 miles out. Didn't have to speed it up for very long. Let's check out the nearest airport list, so if you can find KAXV. There's Dayton. I would think it would be closer than Dayton. There it is, KAXV Armstrong. Get into the traffic, no tower there. Runway for landing. I got my little info here. I think it was 26. Yeah, runway 26. Full stop landing, and that's our position.
Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor traffic. Cessna,
Come down here to our
November 7,
radios.
Fort Hotel is
109.15.
southeast 5,500 inbound to land. Runway 26.
109. 105. Switch that over. Switch this one as well. 109.15. There we go. Alright, let's come back up here. Let's check this out. So that I accidentally hit escape instead of get the ATC off. Procedure, select approach. We are going to use a localizer on 26. Vectors just got Rod and Guinan. Say vectors. At Guinan. Alright. Now, is it gonna go? Is it gonna want? Wait a second. All right. Because I kind of think it was gonna do like a holding pattern. Let's go ahead and activate the approach. I come all the way back. Yeah, 3,000 over to Rod. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to like 3,000 feet. Alright, vertical speed will drop down at 400 feet a minute. Guinan. I didn't see that on the chart at all. I was looking for shoes. Shoes and down to the Veza. Or however you would pronounce that. And the heading of the runway is 262. I want to move the range up, see what's going on here. don't quite understand that. Runway 26. Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm gonna say come straight in, but I think I'm trying to think. Going down to 3,000. I'll switch this over to heading. We'll come in over here instead of coming in and going all around. So that is Ganon or however you would say that. Speed her up a little bit because we are a good ways out now that we're gonna do this. Well, I guess we're 12 from Ganon or whatever. Let's view a little bit. That's a crazy holding pattern, though. I mean, that's way away. I've seen that sometimes on the charts, but man, seems a bit ridiculous. Reset my altimeter. We do need to enrich the mixture. Still have a ton of fuel. 4 and 4. Yeah, we've only used, what, 2 gallons of fuel. Plane sure doesn't use much. I would think it would use more than that, but it really doesn't. I wonder if we could just go straight over here to get on and use the localizer. I don't know. Because actually on the chart it did show that there's a holding pattern over here and then you come straight in. So I don't even want to be up that high at Ganon. So perhaps at Ganon, because the airport altitude is just over 900 feet. It's got a visit at 2,600 feet, so maybe we should go down to 2,600 or one down. I should come back a little bit more to the right now. Well, the approach starts right there. This is up to 85. Back a little bit to the right. Hopefully she doesn't get all wobbly here. Yeah, she's going to. She can't. If you're not normal speed, the A to A, man, when she turns like that, it's all wobbly, goes back and forth. Trying to get straightened up. Although the way we're actually coming in, we are kind of coming in at an angle, just somewhat right. Just the angle should actually be more over here. Don't actually see the airport. I guess it should be a little more to our right. Is that going to be over there, maybe? Okay, coming up on 3,000 here. I'm going to go ahead and full rich in the mixture. We should be talking to these people as well.
Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor traffic. Cessna November 7274 Hotel is 6 miles southeast, 3,000 inbound to land. Runway 26.
Move that range down. That'll screw me up for sure. So we should come in over here and then come up. I was going to do it. Right over to 082. Whoops.
Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor traffic. Cessna November 7274
there she is.
Hotel is on downwind runway
Start coming a little fast. We could slow her down to 100 knots. We're actually right on the glide slope right there. About ready to make that turn. Alright, here we go. There we go, 312. But that, I was thinking I was going 90 degrees and I've screwed that up. Alright, let's go over to start getting towards the airport at 262. See, it actually says we're too low. I guess that's better than being high, really. I butchered that up. I was gonna just call out the base leg. Kind of screwed that up. Because you leave for a week and you come back and it's just like, man. Show it on nav. See if the localizer will work. I'm kind of doubting she will. It didn't seem like it was. Well, actually, she is. Because I was looking in the chart and everything, and it didn't have anything about the localizer. She's. I'm cutting off the autopilot here. I'm getting a little slow. Let me get back over online here. Doggone thing. I thought when it started turning right, I was like, well, maybe she's going to line it up. I'll see if she's got it here in just a second as well. We're going to get too low here in a second. We're better lined up here. Let me get my heading line up as well. 262. Ah, there it was. Ah, come on, thing. There we go. 262. So let me get back over to the left a little bit. Airport elevation is 900 feet. Although really I should be setting this higher. Because we need to go around, which the go around altitude was actually 3,000. Alright, let's work on getting down a little more now. Get my hands free. Alright, there we go. Alright, bring back the power. I was going to see if I could get it. It does have it. You can see it. There it is on the thing. You can see it. So we're saying get over to the right. It's just weird because it wasn't bringing it back to the left at all. Which kind of confused me. I can understand it when I go out to the right for a second to then bring it around to the left to get lined up. But it wasn't doing that. It was just going right. It didn't seem to be coming back. Alright, everything's looking good now. Sometimes it's just better to fly it by hand anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and say that we're on final.
Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor traffic. Cessna November 7274 Hotel is on final runway
Got the power a little
26
bit.
to land.
Are a little high now. A little off to the right as well. Alright, we're back on her. Alright, I'm I'm going to let her drop for a second. So we need to pop those flaps. That's going to pop us way up. Don't go too high. I'm trying to fight her a little bit. Flaps going to 20. Alright, flaps going to 30. We're full flaps. About to get too high, and there it was. I knew that was going to happen. Alright, back on her a little bit. Whoa, whoa. Everything's set up. Just don't get a little too slow. And don't drop too much, which we're about to do. Now we're going to end up too high is what it feels like. But then I hit the trim and it starts falling down a little too much. We're about to hit our stall speed. Come on down. A little harder than I wanted. But all in all, not too bad. I've had some funky approaches in my last couple of flights. I haven't really liked. Getting better around my landings though, the best couple. I had a couple today, it just seemed like we were just coming in so daggone fast and everything. But got her worked out now. Just down to 50. I want to take this exit. Man, sometimes I just wish I had another hand. Get my hands off the controls trying to do other stuff. Needed another one. Alright. Stop right here for a second. We'll turn off the strobe. We'll turn off the video heat as well. Landing lights can come off. Let's tell everyone that we're off the runway.
Kilo Alpha X-ray Victor.
Put that in
Traffic
standby.
Cessna November 7274 Hotel is clear of the runway.
Let's stop that recording as well. Alright. Should be able to hopefully park right over here. We can park right there. Alright, very nice. Yeah, I feel like I've bungled my last couple approaches, but the landings have been... Well, the last landing on the last episode was pretty bad. Flying into KSGH on Springfield did a lot better. Never gotten back on it. Take some time off. You gotta get your skills back up. I saw that parking space on the left, but you know we have one straight ahead as well. Let's say why go way over there? We just park at this one. All right, stop right here. Parking brake coming on. Turn off that taxi light. And turn off all of our avionics and radios. Get that off. Alright. Avionics master switch can go off. Nav can go off. Put the fuel. Alright. Air hauler's got us, which is good. Man, it would suck to do a flight and not have it recorded. I've had that happen before. Alright, let's go over to Air Hauler 2. An unloader. I think I've had it happen where I didn't have the cargo on before as well. Finished the flight monitoring KSGH to KAXV. Took up 12:19, landed at 12:50, only 31 minutes. Takeoff fuel 62.2 pounds. Touchdown with 43, just used 19 pounds of fuel. Alright, to max altitude 5,519 feet. Max pitch negative 12.1, max roll 23.1, max speed 117.35 knots. Minimum G's 0.78, minimum G's exceeded 0. Maximum G is 1.27, maximum G's exceeded 0. Stall false, overspeed false, landing description smooth. Gear down true, landings for surface was obviously asphalt. No damage to the surface, no damage to the plane. Came down 119. I think that's better than last time. Last time we were coming down way too hard. Landing speed 41.2 knots. Landing pitch negative 6.7. Landing roll 0.0. Let's see. Landing heading 0.0. Landing heading 257. Landing wind speed 5. And 201 was the direction of the wind. So 74. Man, we did some damage on it, but we've been doing a lot better lately. I haven't had damage in a while, I don't think. What is the blue line? Oh, that's our cache. Alright. That was when we did that mission and everything, I guess. And then here, because sometimes I have a hard time doing flights since I started that new job. Cash is up to $54,574. Let's look over here at the ledger. Alright, we got 2,888. It's weird. Landing fee KAXV, yeah. KSGH. Why are we paying landing fee? I-70, that was from earlier. That doesn't make any sense why those are down there and this up here. They're getting out of order. Odd. Alright, info. Up to 34.3. I don't know why I clicked that. And up to 41 there. So what did I say? So we should be about 17 flights out until we hit 40 on a reputation. That's when everything changes. New plane, hire people, and hopefully that will be great. See, KAXV. I did notice there is another one here. There's actually two. That goes too far out to Louisville. And this is even further out here. KEKN. What is KEKN? We've been there before. Oh, it's Elkins. Yeah, we were there not too long ago. Ohio State. Here's one at Columbus. I think the next one, yeah, we'll do that because that's actually closer. We could go over to here, I-23, but Columbus is a little bit closer, I think. Well, no, it goes over to there a little bit. We'll do that one anyway. Then we'll come over to I-23. I'll fly up there by myself to grab that. Wonder where that's going. It's not going to Huntington. That's going on past it. Yeah, but the next one will go up here to Bolton. We've been there before. I don't know if it was Air Hauler 2, but I know we've been there in FS Passenger. I'm pretty sure that was the one we went to. There's several around the whole Columbus area. I don't think that's the big one. Is it? I don't think so. Alright. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. Hey, wait a second. Before I sign off. Are we going to do this one? Cabbages. I mean, we're actually over here. I hate how it doesn't always do that at first. So I think it would be good to swing over here of the KVTA, because all it is, I mean, we need a short flight. We need the whatchamacallit. And then because we'll go over and do that. I don't know if I can take all that weight on that other one. It pays a ton, but man, that's so much weight. I don't know if we'd have enough room for fuel. But I'll come over here to hit KVTA. That'll be our next one. And we'll do that flight, and then we'll come over to Columbus. And then I'll do that one probably as well. Pending I have enough time. Alright, so that's what the plan is. The plan always changes, but I'll try and do it that way. That's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. Catch you guys on the next flight.